In a quiet little town, nestled between whispering trees and silver blue hills, lived a little girl named Mila. Every night, after brushing her teeth, hugging her teddy goodnight, and pulling her blanket up to her chin, she whispered 3 little words. "I'm ready now." And just like that, a soft breeze slipped through her window, cool as the night sky, warm as a lullaby. The stars outside blinked, and Mila's eyes slowly closed. The moment they did, she was no longer in her room. She was standing barefoot in a glowing meadow, where the air smelled like moonflowers and the stars floated just above her head. And waiting beneath a silver-leafed willow tree was Nimbus the dream fox. Nimbus wasn't an ordinary fox. His fur shimmered like clouds at sunset. His tail left sparkles behind as it swayed. And in his eyes was the reflection of the moon. "Right on time, Mila," Nimbus said, his voice as soft as wind through leaves. Mila smiled and ran to him. "Tonight," Nimbus whispered, "we have an important job. The dream shells have arrived." "The sleepy whispers," Mila gasped. Nimbus nodded. Children everywhere made wishes as they fell asleep. Their whispers floated up and turned into dream shells. But they're scattered across the dream meadow. We must gather them before the wind carries their dreams away. Mila took his paw. "Then let's go." They strolled slowly down the moonflower path, where each step made glowing petals bloom. The scent of vanilla and starlight filled the air. Soon they spotted the first dream shell hovering gently by the wishing pond. Mila reached out and touched it. It shimmered. A tiny whisper echoed in the air. "I wish my daddy could come home from his trip." Mila's heart squeezed. She placed the shell gently in Nimbus's dream basket. Next came a shell resting above a sleepy tree. Mila touched it and heard, "I want to learn how to be brave." Others followed, each dream glowing softly like fireflies. "I hope my cat knows I miss her. I want to build the tallest tower. I dream of flying like a bird." As they walked, the meadow sparkled brighter with every shell they found. After gathering many dream shells, the path curved in a new direction, one Mila had never followed before. The trees parted and there it was, the lullaby garden. Giant dandelions swayed like sleepy dancers. Hanging bells chimed gently when the wind passed. Flowers opened slowly and sang lullabies in hums and whispers. "Mila Gibold. It's like the flowers are singing good night." Nimbus nodded. "This is where shy dreams come to bloom." Some children are still finding the right words for what they feel. But the dreams begin to grow here. They wandered slowly. One dream shell floated above a silver petal. Mila touched it. "I wish I wasn't scared of the dark." Nimbus whispered, "That one needs extra kindness." Mila gave the shell a soft kiss before placing it in the basket. All around them the garden glowed, The blossoms swayed slower. The lights dimmed gently as if the garden itself was starting to fall asleep too. Then, beneath a fading blossom tree, they found a dream shell, dim and barely glowing. Nimbus's tail drooped. This one is losing its light. Mila knelt beside it. The shell was cool. No whisper came. Maybe, she whispered, this dream was forgotten. She closed her eyes and pressed the shell to her chest. She thought of her mama's hugs, of rainy days with warm socks, the taste of toast and honey, and the way it feels to be heard. Slowly, a soft whisper echoed. I just want someone to listen. Mila opened her eyes. Tears sparkled on her cheeks. I hear you, she whispered. You're not alone. The dream shell lit up, brighter than all the rest. Nimbus bowed his head. That was a very special one. Sometimes the quietest dreams need the most love. With their dream basket full, they journeyed toward the dream tree, a mighty tree whose glowing roots covered the meadow and whose leaves reached the stars. They placed each dream shell gently into the tree's hollow trunk. Each one pulsed with a tiny light like a heartbeat. These dreams will travel back to the children, Nimbus whispered, and wrap around them like a hug while they sleep. Mila watched the lights swirl into the sky like soft lanterns. So many dreams, she said. Some sad, some brave, some silly, but every single one matters. The walk back was slow and quiet. Fireflies blinked around them like stars. The grass whispered beneath their feet. Back under the willow tree, Mila sat on a cloud-shaped stone. Will we always do this? She asked. Nimbus curled his tail around her feet. Every night, he said, whenever someone whispers a dream, I'll hear it. And I'll come find you. Mila leaned against him. Her eyelids fluttered. The willow tree swayed gently. The stars above shimmered like lullabies. Mila closed her eyes, and the dream meadow began to fade slowly, like the last note of a lullaby. Back in her bed, the covers tucked close, she stirred softly in her sleep. Outside her window, the breeze whispered past, silver, soft, and full of dreams. And somewhere in the night, if you listen closely, you just might hear her whisper it again. I'm ready now.